Yo, was good? Was good, man? We back. We back. CamJNetwork, man. Sorry, but not sorry. Boxing talk, man. Back with another banger. You heard? Hey, before we get started with the video, make sure y'all hit that like button, man. And if you ain't subscribed to the channel, man, subscribe to the channel, man. We definitely working over here for sure. And remember, we live every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time for Sorry But Not Sorry Boxing Talk Wednesdays. Live every Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And as well, I will be live Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time in the afternoon, Sunday, July 13th, for the Sorry But Not Sorry Boxing Talk Roundtable show, man. Definitely an amazing show. Always, I have my guys, you know my intelligent boxing minds, all on one show, having intelligent boxing conversations, man. And we're gonna be recapping the fights from Friday and Saturday night. So make sure y'all tune in. Wednesday, I'll be live at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time in the afternoon, I'll be live as well on both days. So let's get into this video right here, man. My boy Boost Ennis officially vacates the 147-pound IBF title. And you see right here with the records on the IBF right here, you got the title being vacant. And salute to my brother, man, L Dub, man, L Dub Boxing, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to my brother L Dub Boxing. Subscribe to him on YouTube and go to his website, ldubboxing.com, man. Support my brother, man. Definitely came up, brought this to my desk with this, particular topic. And like I said, Boost Ennis officially vacates the IBF title, and the expectation from my man L Dub, he says the expectation is for Lewis Crocker versus Patty Donovan to fight for the vacant title in the fall. And he mentions this far as Crocker and Donovan, saying I would do Crocker versus Donovan too, and Eifert versus Wallace on the same card in Ireland. Second choice would be on the Eubank versus Ben rematch undercard. So pretty much with Lewis Crocker being the number one guy in the IBF for the 147-pound division, and Patty Donovan being number three, those two guys would be the immediate guys to fight for that IBF vacant title in the 147-pound division right there. And it leads up to what's next for Boost, man. Boost Ennis, of course, he already made his move to 154 pounds. He didn't vacate the WBA title because he's going to use his WBA status to try to get him a title shot for the WBA. And let's look at the WBA a little bit. So you look at the WBA rankings right there. You got, of course, Bud Crawford. He's the champion, even though he's about to fight Canelo Alvarez September 13th. And, most likely he won't have the title by then. And you got Eunice Telez, fighter with PBC. He has the WBA interim title. Now, Eunice Telez, he has a fight coming up right here where he's fighting Abaz Baru August 23rd in Orlando. And this fight is in August, of course, like I said. And I know a lot of people initially, even including myself, initially when Boost made his move to 154, we was saying that we were going to no, not we. A lot of people was expecting Boost to shoot at the WBA interim title with Eunice Telez immediately. But no, they end up locking in the fight for Telez versus Baru right here. And like I said, with Boost vacating the IBF title, and him keeping his WBA title in play, at 147, so he can move up and possibly shoot for a title shot for the WBA at 154. It looks like Boots is going to have a fight later this year. I'm hearing that possibly he's going to have a hometown fight for his next fight, and if he's waiting on Eunice Telez, it'll most likely be his first fight at 154, fourth quarter this year or first quarter 2026. That's what I see for Boots. He already done fought twice this year already, and I know he would love to fight a third time, but it just depends of who's the opponent. I know Turkey Al Sheikh, he mentioned trying to get Boots to fight Virgil Ortiz, but I think Virgil Ortiz coming off his injury, he'll probably take another fight before just to see how his injury works out, and see how he recovers from that injury, and in the little fight just to get him back together and get his win back, and we'll see Boots fight somebody else. I don't see them locking the Virgil Ortiz versus Boots Ennis right here in 2025. I can see that fight down the line next year in 2026. Me personally, in my opinion, but I definitely wouldn't mind seeing Boots Ennis, definitely get a fight with Telez to, get that interim title, and then, they'll probably eventually, make that title be the official regular title, as far as champion wise. And I think that's the move. And so right now, Boots Ennis is just kind of, waiting to see how the landscape at 154 play out. See what happens with Bud, with his title. Ended up giving up his title possibly when he faces, Canelo Alvarez in September, like I mentioned earlier. And as well, Eunice Telez, he has his fight in August, and see the outcome of that fight, and try to use his WBA status to get that that title shot at 154, and he's all well deserving for it for sure, man. This is what I wanted from Boots Ennis for a while, man. Now I've been on the channel definitely speaking about Boots Ennis, like, man, if those got other champions, those other guys with belts, Barrios, Norman, if they ain't gonna, fight you after you done beat Stanionis, move on, man. Go to 154 and handle business up there, man. There's better fights up there, and there's bigger money fights as well along with it. And you can definitely get some real smoke at 154, because 154, I feel right now, in my opinion, is the most deep division in boxing right now. And they got some killers up there, man, for sure, man. So definitely interested to see where Boots go, and we'll definitely be tuned in, and we'll let everybody know what's Boots in his next move, man, for sure. He's definitely one of the best fighters in the game. I think he's definitely pound for pound, and I just want to see him where more of these the top guys at 154, and test his talent out at this 154-pound division, man, for sure. It's a lot of smoke up there, and I believe Boots can handle some business up there for sure, man, and show up and show out in this division. And you already know, like and comment on the video, man, for sure. Hit that like button and give me your opinion in the comments on everything I covered in this video. And for sure, remember, every Wednesday we live 6:30 p.m. Eastern time for Sorry But Not Sorry Boxing Talk Wednesdays. 6:30 p.m. Eastern time every Wednesday on CamJNetwork YouTube channel. Sorry But Not Sorry Boxing Talk Wednesday, every Wednesday. And I will be live as well this Sunday, July 13th at 12 p.m. Eastern time in the afternoon for the Sorry But Not Sorry Boxing Talk Roundtable show, man. We're going to be recapping the fights from Friday and Saturday night. It's going to be a lituation, man. So make sure y'all tune in. Hit that like button on this video and subscribe to the channel if you ain't subscribed. And we out of here.